And 1, 2.
I think the key to any dream is to keep working as hard as you can. And if you really want something, you just gotta keep dreaming about it and going for it. My name is Julius Anthony Rubio. I am currently in the Broadway show Finding Neverland, and I've been performing professionally since I was 17 years old. Being in a Broadway show is definitely a lifestyle. Performing 8 shows a week, everything changes as far as your dieting, as far as your scheduling, as far as your training. I knew performing and being in the arts was for me when I realized that it was the one thing that saved me. I grew up in Miami. I had the best family, the best siblings, the best life, the best house, and times got tough. In a matter of weeks, we ended up in a homeless shelter that lasted for about 11 months. When I was living in the homeless shelter, I would force myself to take every single dance class. I would show up to the studio before they would even open, take the babies class, take the advanced class when I was nowhere near as good. I just wanted to saturate myself with so much of something that just made me feel so happy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and da-da-da-da-da-da. When I'm not performing at the theater, I have a lot of working relationships with different recording artists, one in particular named Caswell. I've recently been working with Caswell for the past several months and coaching and training him choreographically for his new music video, which I think is super exciting because he's never wanted to really dance before. When I first auditioned for Finding Neverland, it lasted over about a series of 5 months. Didn't initially get the first phase of the show, and I thought that was the end of the road for me. But then when they decided to have their out-of-town trial in Boston, I ended up getting a phone call and booked the swing dance captain position. A swing in a show can learn up to 10 different roles, and my job was to know every track in the show to the best of my knowledge, and I ended up getting cast as a full dance member and also assistant dance captain in the Broadway run of the show. One of the things that drew me to the show, big things, was the fact that Mia Michaels was choreographing. She's someone that I've looked up to since I was a kid.
When we're doing da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da, everybody, raise your glass and cheer. You know what I mean? Raise your glass and cheer, jump.
Having the opportunity to even be exposed, to be in the same room to audition for her was one thing, but let alone working with her was a dream in itself. She doesn't just teach you choreography, she teaches you a language.
Was it like, raise your glass and cheer.
That. Raise your glass and cheer.
I usually rush to the theater about an hour before curtain. Sign in, run around to make sure the actors have notes that I have to follow up with them. Have a rehearsal for the understudies, making sure that people who are covering these specific roles know their parts. Performing is definitely an escape for me. It's the moment where I feel like I'm the most vulnerable to people. You have moments where you're proud of yourself, you have moments where you doubt yourself, you have moments where you want to push yourself even more. There's definitely moments where I feel like I have to pinch myself in this whole process. When I see hundreds of people lining up outside the theater, or when I see people in full tears, standing ovation. I never thought that me being in this position right now would ever happen to someone like me, because I didn't have a lot of faith growing up that I deserve something like this. So it's been a long road for me to get here, and I'm in awe every day that I get to do this and that this is really happening.